What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Mike, full-time Amazon FBA media seller. Today's video, I kind of wanted to do a little bit of a inside look into the type of stuff I plan on sending this year and the stuff you all should be sending this year. Since the buy box has changed, it's all over the place. Merchants winning some, FBA's winning some. We had to basically change our business to kind of do what Amazon wants us to do if we want to continue making money on Amazon. And if you want to make money on Amazon, join the YouTube channel, $2.99 a month. We got weekly live calls, 24/7 private Discord, go-to list or discount. It literally pays for itself. So what has changed? You guys will get a new Scoutly Scout IQ trigger set later this week. I didn't want to use it as like my weekly video because it's just one of those tutorial videos that I kind of do that really doesn't take a lot of time and effort, but we have to be more focused on sell-through. And if you can't see from the stack here that's shiny, new items are not affected as much by the buy box. Now, there are some listings where the new buy box is affected just like the used, but the majority of new stuff is still the best way to go. I mean, new stuff has always been the best way to go. And for those of you that sell mainly books, right? Like, you have to be willing to pivot this year. I promise you, if you sell only books this year, no matter how hard you work, you will get your lowest amount of dollars per hour when you break it down because of the mega sellers on the book listings that are selling this book for 99 cents and $2, shipping. We can't compete with that. Now, there are not as many mega sellers selling a lot of the DVDs and even the CDs, which is an overslept on category in my opinion. So the competition is different, the categories are different. That's why I feel like I haven't seen as much of a downtick in sales. Now, I will say I ran my sell-through rate for December and it was like 18.5%. Still pretty darn good. Now, is it down? Yes. My prior sell-through rate was almost 25%. So I had one of the highest sell-through rates when it came to media businesses that operate, 4,000 or 5,000 units active at Amazon at any single time. So I'm down to 18. I'm curious how January plays out. I think January will be a better picture because we don't have any of the holiday craziness. And it's kind of business as normal in January in the media category. So I think January will be a big telltale sign of what we actually can see and expect when it comes to sell through and overall just sales number. But as you can see, I'm still out here. I'm still sourcing. I'm going to show you guys some of the items we got here. Average buy cost in this, anywhere from $1 to $1.25. Some stores were 4 for $1. Some stores were $2 each. It really just depended, but we'll probably say around $1 a piece. I will say one thing I did change. My whole career, I would scan the books first and then the CDs and DVDs when I went in thrift stores. I have changed that now. Now I go to the DVDs and the CDs. I scan all of that thoroughly, and then I go to the book section. Now, does that really matter? No, because you should still be scanning the majority of things. But I have changed that up, and it's weird going to the DVD and CD section first. But, there's still plenty of money to be made. Don't let all these people out there like, FBA is dead, yada, yada, yada. Fake news. It's not dead. It's the furthest thing from dead. My sales are still well over. I think in December I did right around 13 or 14K, and people are saying I can't sell a single book. I'm here to tell you I've sold close to 1,000 of them in December. So leave all that nonsense behind. Let me get my screen recording here with this iPhone. I know Deb's gonna yell at me. She's sitting over there. She knows how to do it. I figured it out though. All right, so we got some new CDs first. Like I said, I think CDs are kind of slept on when it comes to being profitable, right? So new seal, this is going to sell right away. 173 sales score, $10 profit. So after our dollar buy cost, you also can scan the barcodes up top here on the CDs and the DVDs. They will scan and it will register. So that's not bad. 10 bucks profit for that one. We got the wonderful, your favorite group of all time, the Jonas Brothers. We can't see here. The new buy box is going to $9.88. Let's take a look here and hit live. So somebody's got it at $10. We're going to probably price this up, probably like 13, 14 bucks. There's only 5 people selling it, unless one of them has a lot of copies. That's the thing with the new stuff. When you list this, right, you have to make sure you see. You can't be third or fourth in line when the people in front of you have 1,000 copies, right? Joe Jonas is selling this himself and he's got an endless supply. We can't just wait in line. We have to get down there and price underneath Joe and his brothers to get the sale. 7 sales score. Now, sales score is a tricky one this year. You guys will see in the actual trigger video, we got to be more selective. We can't be sending in a lot of the slow moving stuff, especially if there are merchant offers. No merchants here. $18.93. You can still get a prime bump with new items. So we'll probably price this like $23.99, maybe even $24.99. And when it sells, we'll probably get around like 12 bucks profit. Not too bad. All right, so this one, new buy box is $16.98. Amazon is on the listing. Sells a little bit more than once every week. Joni Madden, Song of the Irish Whistle. There are some cracks, right? Oh, it's cracked. You can't sell it as new. Yeah, we can. No, you can't. I've been doing this for years. What are you talking about? You can't do it. Well, I'm sending this as new, and you should do the same. Unless the crack is like huge and on the front, send it as new. You think Amazon's just going to take care of your stuff anyway? It's probably going to get cracked anyway. History Channel, brand new, sealed. Like I said, you can scan that up there. All right, Amazon's at $14.74. So when I list this, I'm going to see how many copies Amazon has. If they don't have a lot, we can wait them out, probably get 20 bucks for this. Or you can just say, hey, I'm going to make my $6.62, pay the $1 for it, you make $5. It's nothing exciting. This was a pretty cool one I've seen. Radio Theater Oliver Twist. This is like CDs, 5 CDs and 1 DVD. Oliver Twist is some popular something about something. I don't know. I just sell the things. I don't really look into it being my favorite because it's not. $17.80. I think we paid $3 for this. I had to come out of pocket, take a small business loan to be able to afford this. So $17.80. We'll make like 15 bucks profit. It will sell, and we can compete with the merchants on this one, although I hate to do it. It's just kind of the reality of it. These you always scan. These classical box sets that open up nice and neat, that have multiple discs. If you ever see these, you always want to scan them. I know like classical music is not everybody's favorite to scan. I don't want to sit there. Like I'd rather scan like 80s rock or hip hop or something like that. But there's good money in this, and there is a demand for it. A lot of these people still have nice CD players, so always scan that type of stuff. All right. Sells about once a month. You see here, no FBAs. Merchants getting the buy box at $57.12. Fair value is $34.20. That tells us what it last sold for merchant fulfilled. I think we go $49.99, give it a week or two, and then drop it down to maybe $44.99. We will be able to undercut everybody and get the sale on this type of stuff. But this is one, you know, you sell it at $57, you're going to make 41 bucks profit. Most people are not even going to think twice when they see this at a thrift store. This is, you know, disc media is just going to be the natural focus coming this year. I mean, it has always been a focus. It's been the majority of my business. And fees have gone down for removing these types of items. So fees went down about 20 cents per unit to have these removed. So if you don't sell them in 12 months, it only costs you 84 cents or 82 cents now to have it removed versus $1.04 or $1.02. What would Jesus do? DVD, brand new, sealed. You're going to make $5 profit. Not the most exciting thing in the universe. Great courses, essential techniques every knitter should know. Knitting stuff is pretty good. I think a lot of you don't scan the knitting books or like the beading books. They're usually really good. Any of the jewelry, the knitting books, I always, you know, take a second to actually scan. At $22.82, we'll make 10 bucks profit. Your favorite TV show, Friends. I'm not a fan of Friends. I'm a Seinfeld guy. We'll go in the middle here. Well, the new buy box is $14.61. You make $6. I'm not scanning Friends because it sucks. Me, Myself, and Irene. Jim Carrey, good actor. $10 profit. You wouldn't think, you know, this DVD would be worth it. You know, used it's only $5.90, but new it's $17.99, and you make $10 on it. Friendsgiving. No FBA. We'll probably go around $17.99. We'll probably make like 10 bucks on this. Jet Li, Fearless. Another one that's probably not worth anything used, right? $6 used, you can see here. And then $28 new buy box for this one. So $17 profit. Scan the new stuff. Even if it's popular, crappy stuff, even if you think this is the worst movie ever created, it's not. I've never seen it, and I know it's not because I've seen some terrible movies. My personal worst movie of recent is 28 Years Later. I'm a big horror fan. This movie just came out this year. It was bad. So was that stupid Weapons movie. That's another one that came out. This movie's so great. That movie sucked too. You guys get me off the wagon here. Stand-up comedy. It's hit or miss. If it's new, I'll scan it. If it's somebody I never heard of, I'll scan it. There's one person at $9.98 new. We'll wait for them to sell. We'll try to get our 17 bucks and make 10. Let's see. We got anything that's exciting? Films to inspire, which all Amazon sellers need right now. Selling for $39.81, $28.50 profit. Can't beat that. Triple feature, Randolph Scott. I have no idea who he is, but he's a cowboy. He looks badass, and yeah. $32.54. You're gonna make $22.30 profit. Brand new sealed. Thomas and Friends. What else we got? Three Musketeers. This movie looks terrible. The Perfect You. 9 sessions. Only 9 sessions to get the perfect version of you. $12.90 profit. Snap cases. These are snap cases. The little snap. I don't know. I don't have any that are used, but always scan the snap cases. Probably think they're not worth anything because they're old and junky. $22.50, you make $13.80 profit. Even if they're used, you should always scan the snap cases. Even if it's widescreen, snap cases are definitely ones you want to scan. What else we got going on here? Hideaway, starring Jeff Goldblum. All right, Jeff Goldblum. He was in Jurassic Park, one of my favorite movies. Besides that, I'm not a huge fan. I know he was in The Fly. I wasn't a big fan of The Fly, and he's just a weird dude. You don't believe me? Go watch Hot Ones with Jeff Goldblum. Me and Deb watched it. This guy's a weirdo. I don't know. But he's worth, you know, $13.60 profit. Never even heard of this movie, but Jeff Goldblum. Canceled. Deb says I'm canceled, whatever. Railroads. I love scanning railroad stuff, especially if it's new sealed. It's not the fastest moving, but it usually does have a following behind it. $7.95 profit. What else do we got? Hey, look, another snap case. See, I don't lie to you guys. My Favorite Year, starring Peter O'Toole. Just a $10.90 profit. I would just buy all the new snap cases. You wouldn't even have to let me scan them. I would just buy them all. Here we go. Selling it as new. You can't sell it as new. Someone cut through the barcode. We don't care. Amazon don't care. The customers don't care. You're gonna get negative feedback. 2 clicks, it's going 100% feedback. I've been doing this for like 85 years. Just listen to me. Just listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. All right, let's stop sharing the screen. I will show you guys some of the other stuff. Some of the used DVDs that we came across, just so you have an idea. Law and Order. Any of the older Law and Orders, they weren't printed as much, and they haven't really caught up to printing these. Always scan a Law and Order. I've had some pretty good just Law and Order scores from some thrift stores. So this is one, the Criminal Intent. You got the SVU, you got the normal Law and Order. There's so many Law and Orders. And it's literally the intro to this channel. Gaither Gospel Series, another dead giveaway. It also has it on the side there, Gaither. This is like religious type music. Get down with the get downs. Always scan the Gaither. I'm kind of out here in central Pennsylvania. We have a lot of religious folk, so I do come across that a lot. Disney's Kurt Russell. You probably can't sell Disney in the beginning, and but Disney is good. Thankfully, we do have a gentleman in the group that will 50-50 consign. I don't know why I'm promoting this kid. I've already had him on the channel, and now I'm going to tell him he's going to have to pay me for this promo. We got a kid, Max, who is ungated and everything. I'm ungated. I'm not selling it for you, so don't ask, but he does 50-50 split, so it is good to have that. But any of the old school Disney stuff is always worth it every single time. CrossFit, hit or miss. Wild West is also hit or miss. You never know what you're going to get there. We got some Breathe 1 and 2. You can learn how to breathe if you can't, I guess. Joel McCree, some old Western type stuff. This is one, That Thing You Do with Tom Hanks. Seems like a common title. I don't know why it was worth it, but it was. TCM, always a giveaway. You ever see TCM, they're always multi-movie packs. They're usually around one actor or actress. John Wayne Westerns, that's guaranteed to be profitable. Road to Christmas. It's past Christmas. No one's buying it. Well, guess what, Grinch? It's Lifetime movies. There's always demand for Christmas stuff. It might not sell immediately, but it will sell. Elvis. I was doing an Elvis impersonation earlier in the kitchen. I should have recorded it. Deb told me if I keep it up, I'm going to be divorced and I'm going to be thrown out. So that's how good it was, just so you're aware. Football stuff. Sports is usually kind of junky, but anything that's like the complete history, it is NFL season, so that does help. Richard Grieco's Booker Collector's Edition. I'm trying to grow my hair out kind of like this. I'm going for the John Rambo look in First Blood, all right? Deb keeps telling me you can have the hair, but you're never going to have the body, and she might be right, but I'm growing this wig out to look like John Rambo. First Blood 1, 2... now the body, that's a whole nother situation. What do you know? More TCM, right? I didn't plan this stuff. This is just, I speak these things into existence. I literally solidify my claims as I go. Weird sports, skiing type things. And the last one I will show you guys, Tales from the Hood. This is a pretty popular, not well printed DVD. It's got a bunch of funny actors, rappers in it. So yeah, this is when I seen this, I knew it'd be worth it. It's like, I think this goes for like 35 bucks on Amazon. I just remember seeing it. I was like, oh yeah, that'll be worth it for sure. So that is my plan. Disc media, new disc media preferably. If you can't get it, it's out there. You got to just look. The excuse that you can't find it is lame. It's just lame. It's completely lame. It's not a good enough excuse for you to say that this business model doesn't work. Sure, is it going to be tougher this year? Yeah, but it's tougher every damn year, right? Like, it's always going to be tougher to make money the way we've made money in the past, right? Diversify, try other things, you know? Try finding a better bulk supplier, or even one bulk supplier if you don't have any. I still believe you can still make hundreds of thousands of dollars selling media on Amazon in 2026, even though everybody says the business model is dead and it's time to close up shop. I'm still out there spending my hard-earned money and sending stuff on a weekly basis and continuing this business on. I still think there's a long runway for this. And, you know, yeah, the fees are going up $1.25 and 50 cents. Based on the selling price of an item, but I don't think that's a big deal. I think that's kind of just a distraction. I think a lot of people easily get distracted. But yeah, people are still buying CDs, still buying DVDs, believe it or not. I still scan the books, but you know, it's the third priority on my 3 priority list. Make sure you're scanning the cassettes. Make sure you're scanning other new things. Maybe you can sell those on Amazon as well. I've sold an array of different new items on Amazon that were in the thrift stores just when I walked around. But that's going to do it for the video. As always, I appreciate watching. The trigger video will be out later this week, so make sure you guys hop in there and get the new trigger base. Did some things differently. I'll explain it in the video when it drops. But I appreciate you watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more new disc media videos. Bye-bye.